Fresh hot takes in your face for your mouth. Grab that water and some milk because it's hot up in here. Speaking of hot, you know who's hot? Titus Majors is hot. Coming off a hot week of takes. Undefeated in the past 2 weeks in NFL Monday night, Sunday night takes. You know who is not undefeated? In fact, they're the opposite of undefeated. They're completely defeated. Stomped down into the ground, defeated the Atlanta Falcons. Another team who's not undefeated is the Philadelphia Eagles. As always, I'm Levi Evans, joined by my guy, Titus Majors. This is Not the Experts. Coming at you hot and live from Butler Productions Multimedia.
Boom!
For the podcast listeners, it's not live for you, but you could make it live every Sunday at either 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. on
Follow
Facebook
our socials
and YouTube.
to find out.
Yeah, follow our socials. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch,
Yeah, Twitter's
at NTE Podcast. Like, smash that subscribe button. So, Titus.
What's happening, bro?
A lot's happening. Sports.
Excellent.
Sports everywhere. Sports all in our face.
So many.
Let's start it off with college football.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get it right.
Let's get to it.
Well, Auburn. You want to talk about the Auburn thing real quick?
Yeah. We can definitely talk about that.
Yeah, you go ahead. You take
so
this.
apparently what we learned Saturday in college football is that you can fumble a snap, throw it down backwards, have it be ruled an incomplete pass instead of, a fumble because you threw it backwards, and then you get to keep the ball and then kick a game-winning field goal. Because that's just what happens sometimes in college football. You just fumble snaps, throw the ball behind you, behind the line of scrimmage. But they did get intentional grounding call. They did that much, right?
They did?
Yeah, they got that part.
Okay.
So they got intentional grounding for a fumble. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's just the type of crap that Auburn's made out of, It's crap. Either way you paint it or paste it. I don't know what you would do with it. It's crap. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that falls in their favor all the time. It seems like that, doesn't it?
It's so crazy.
Yeah. Were they at home when that happened? Was this a home game?
Possibly.
This was against Arkansas, too.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have been in that position in the first place.
No one should be losing the games to Arkansas, bro. Like, I don't care what year it is. Being in a tough battle with Arkansas should disqualify you from the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. Even in this year where it's only like 7 teams in college football playing, having a close game with Arkansas should disqualify you.
Yes.
It was in Auburn.
I did bring up on our college football pod episode 1.5 because it's our official first college football pod episode, and it came out this past week. And we dumped on Auburn, but we did give a shout out, or I give a shout out, and I want to reiterate it and give another shout out to this guy from 706, one of our own, Tank Bigsby. He had like 290 all-purpose yards.
He was wilding. Yeah, he was wilding.
He was wilding. He was the only one going off out there. And I didn't get to watch the game. Apparently, they were taking him out when they got down to the red zone. Some would say that was because of fatigue. Some, like myself, would say it's because Auburn doesn't know how to utilize talent. But
your objective opinion.
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's fact.
At that.
Objective opinion.
Right.
Yeah, whatever
totally
that
objective
means.
about Auburn.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's
Fully unbiased.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, were they at home?
Yeah, they were at home.
Yes. Yeah. There's something weird going on at
Jordan Hare.
Jordan Hare.
I hate that they pronounce it Jordan. It bothers me to my core.
Yeah.
It's so irritating.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
So weird.
Also, it smells like feces when you walk into Jordan Hare.
It's a terrible stadium, honestly.
It's not.
I was there. I went there once during the Cam year. Like, this stadium's kind of trash.
Yeah.
Like, it's better than Georgia.
Oh, yeah, because we were both.
We were both at
the same game. Yeah, we were both at the LSU game.
Yeah, the Auburn LSU game before we knew each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
Weird stuff. But yeah. So Auburn, Georgia beat Tennessee pretty good.
They were down early, right?
Yeah, they were 21-17 at the half, I believe. I may be wrong, but they came back.
Yeah, they scored like 20-something unanswered or something crazy.
Yeah, that's weird to say that Georgia's team this year has been a second half team, which is weird.
That's not a Georgia sports thing at all.
Yeah, that's not a Kirby Smart thing either.
Yes, facts.
Yeah.
Reversing course.
But I will say, Georgia has, I couldn't say it enough on the pod, how much Georgia surprised me this year, just because I thought that offensive line would be trash. And I didn't think their defense would be as good as it is. And two, there were questions at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they've surprised me. And I think they have solidified whatever this means, because it doesn't mean much this year anywhere in college football. But surprisingly, in the SEC, not a lot of defense being shown.
Everybody's kind of trash, to be honest. Except, I think Alabama's legitimately good. Everybody else is iffy to me. I don't believe in anyone else.
See, a lot of people are reversing that statement.
They're trusting
Georgia? They're trusting Georgia now more than Alabama, just because they saw Lane Kiffin. Now, these are Georgia fans who saw Lane Kiffin carve up Alabama. We'll get into that, the more specifics of that. But, yeah. anything you want to say about that?
I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here right now. I'll probably say more on the show, on the college football show. Whenever I scored this week, I don't believe this Georgia thing because I don't trust Kirby Smart with quarterbacks, and I don't think Stetson Bennett said it right is good. So I don't believe in Georgia at all.
You got me calling Bennett Barnett out.
Yo, I can't believe how many times I messed it up.
Yeah,
I messed up so many times. I legitimately thought it was Barnett for 2 weeks. Too. And I was looking at Bennett, but for some reason in my mind it kept wanting to say Barnett.
I was trying to have a conversation with a few of my coworkers.
Yeah.
About what happened this past weekend,
right,
or the weekend before, right. And I kept saying Barnett, and I could not think of the guy's name, and I just sounded stupid trying to make my point, and I can't even get the
after your name is Stetson. Like I don't know what else to do with that. Stetson, it could be anything after that. So.
Yeah, Stetson's the last name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's got a last name.
Stetson's an actual college, isn't it? There's an actual university called Stetson. I feel like
I think there is.
I've seen them in like
Christina
they're like
yes.
one of those. Okay, like one of those always 16 seeds in the in the NCAA tournaments. That's why I know them. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't believe in you, Georgia. I don't. Maybe you'll prove me wrong against Alabama. I don't think you will, but good luck. So if Kirby goes 0-3 against Alabama this weekend, does the tide start turning on him at Georgia?
I like that. I don't know if you're aware of what you just said there, but I like that.
What happened?
The tide turning. Yeah,
that was slick, right?
Yeah.
I
think
over the head bars.
Well, if Georgia loses this weekend, which he will have another chance before Lane does, Kirby does, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have 2 chances to beat Alabama this year. And I don't know. I think Kirby's got to get it done this year. So, or that tide's going to turn. And I'm going to be right about Lane Kiffin being the first assistant to beat Nick Saban.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it for sure.
Also, Florida, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm wrong. I've been wrong about Florida this whole time and making predictions. I kept saying Florida is going to win the East, and Florida came out here and lost to Jimbo.
Here's one thing about Dan Mullen. He's not an expectation meter.
Yeah.
Like, he's like a have low expectations and exceed them, but he's not like a have set expectations and then I'm going to meet that and go above it. It's not a Dan Mullen thing.
Yeah.
You see he was kind of blaming their loss on A&M having a few fans there?
Really?
Yeah, because he was trying to say they had fans, and I think we need to pack the.
I
want the swamp packed, 90,000 strong.
Yeah.
How about you just win a game and shut up?
Yeah.
How about that, Dan Mullen?
When he said that, I was like, all right, Dan, shut up, because you're not the person to make those decisions, and if you have that opinion, that's okay, but don't say them on air. Kind of just go to your supervisors with that. Anything else in college football? I mean, we got other stuff we're going to talk about, but anything else in college football that's hot?
Mike Leach is on his blame the players for not being a good coach thing again.
Yeah.
He's already back on that. It took 3 games for him to get back on his, I don't know, we need to see if you guys want to be here. To get on that rant again, which he's done at every stop. He did this at Texas Tech. I vividly remember doing that at Washington State towards the end, and he probably did it the whole time. I didn't pay too much attention. He was Washington State. I don't care about their apples. So he's at his 3rd stop doing the same thing again. Because after he started off 1-0, and now his little project, KJ Costello, is not as good as it was, not looking as good as he was. And the team... I saw you try to turn it down.
It got it from both ends here, the phone and the iPad.
Whoa. But so he's on his, I don't know, we need to look who needs to be. After scoring 2 points on Kentucky.
Yeah.
2 points. 28-2. He's like, I don't know, we need to find who wants to be here. Mike, do you want to be there? You ain't coaching like it. How about that? Look in the mirror, clown. That's all I got to say for him. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out. Thank you. Clown was a little excessive, right?
Yeah, that was excessive, man. How dare you slander Mike Leach like that?
He moves around he acts like a clown a little bit, though. He has clown tendencies.
Yeah, but...
he has clown tendencies.
Yeah, that's okay, though. We all got... Well, not all
a lot
of us,
do.
but yeah.
A lot of us got some clown in us, you know. Some clowns are funny.
You ain't
some
living
clowns are like,
unless you clowning it up a little bit.
there's like levels of clowns, right? It's like clowns that are cool, like Ronald McDonald, and there's like it.
Yeah.
Right? There's no just decent clown. You're one or the other.
I guess, yeah.
And then there's the Joker, who's like, those are the clown levels. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
What's popping?
What's popping, bro? Netflix is popping right now.
Yes, it is. It is.
The Haunting of Bly Manor dropped the other day.
Mhm.
I watched The Haunting of Hill House, which is super dope.
Yeah.
Haunting of Bly Manor is like it's kind of in the same. It's like an anthology type thing, so none of the seasons connect.
Mhm.
But they actually did something interesting with using a lot of the same actors from Hill House in
Mhm.
this. It's a really dope show. The thing with me and horror shows, bro, is that like I be calling everybody ghosts or demons or spawns of Satan. Some are all three. And I've suspected everyone of being a ghost in this show. Every single person. Except for the one main character. I expect her to die 'cause she seems kind of stupid.
Sounds tiring.
It's a lot. But I'm an
Yeah.
overthinker in general, as you know. So like with these type of shows, that's all I'm doing. And this show has like it's set in England and stuff. And it's set
even
in England.
creepier.
It's set in England, exactly. It's creepier. And it's set in England with little kids with British accents. Okay.
Oh.
It's a little bit of accent razzle dazzle thrown in there. All right, sprinkled on top. And I don't like it. Because the little girl, right? Okay, so basically what's happened, I've only seen episode 1. And like there's this woman, she's going to this house, she's like trying to be like a homeschool type person, living au pair as they call it in England.
Mhm.
Trying to be an au pair, it's like a homeschool. She's like trying to be a nanny, I guess.
Mhm.
To these two kids. She's from America. She's going over there. And they're like, she's like, why nobody want to take this job? Like, oh well, their parents died. Then the last one died mysteriously in the lake or something. Last one killed herself or something like that. She's going, the little kids. The first thing the little girl says when she pulls up, right? She's like, oh, this is perfectly splendid. She said perfectly splendid at least 30 times about everything. She described everything as perfectly splendid. She was describing people that way. So my mind goes, okay, she's possessed, for one. And two, every person she calls perfectly splendid, obviously a ghost. They all dead. That was my first theory.
Mm-hmm.
Second theory was later on in the episode, I'm like, oh, maybe she's not so bad. Maybe her brother's the ghost. She got a little brother. He tried to scare the lady with a spider, and he tried to creep on her one time. I'm like, oh, he's possessed and a child and a spawn of Satan, clearly. So I made everybody ghost. The only one person who I'm certain is a ghost, though. I know for sure somebody's a ghost. You know why I know?
What?
She refuses to eat food.
Oh.
It's a clear sign, right?
Yeah.
Like, first time, I thought maybe she didn't want the food because she thought the woman didn't put no seasoning on it. Sorry. No stereotype. I mean, y'all know the stereotype. I said maybe she didn't put no seasoning on the food. That's why she didn't want it. I get it. But then the second time, the second morning, she wouldn't eat. And she was like, oh, no, I already ate. I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. You're a ghost. You're not alive. You don't have to eat. That's what it is. You don't have to eat food because you have ghost parts. You have ghost intestines.
Yeah.
You don't need food to sustain your body.
It just goes right through you.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah. So, like, yeah. So, I don't know. It's kind of creepy. I got to rewatch the first episode because apparently they're, like, ghosting, like, every single scene. You just got to pay attention. Mm-hmm. So, I got to rewatch it.
Oh.
But, yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm planning on getting more updates. I'm going to take show notes while I watch. So, you know, I have a list of notes that I'll reveal one day. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. You know what I'm saying? While they watch it because it just came out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the girl says, perfectly splendid so much. It's stuck in my head. I'll never want to hear the phrase again.
Oh.
It's freaky. But yeah, Haunting of Bly Manor. Check it out. It's fun, and then we can all talk about it.
Well, speaking of Netflix, I'll put my first what's popping in because I have a Netflix one. American Murderer. Have y'all seen that? Y'all heard of it?
I've heard about it. I don't like real murder stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like these type documentaries things because they always just make me sad.
Yeah.
So I can't watch them.
I had no intentions or plans to watch it, but I don't know. I got bored one day and need something to watch, and I was told to watch it by some people who've seen it, and they were like, "Oh, you know, check it out." So I checked it out. Are y'all familiar with the story around it? Who it's about? What it's about?
I've
Chris
learned
Watts in Arizona.
Yeah, I've learned about the story mainly through
Utah.
Like people talking about the show.
Okay. So I think they lived in Colorado. That's right, and it was just your perfect. Not perfect. Your picture perfect, normal family, suburban family. You know, 2 kids. They were married 8 years, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, the dude killed his wife and his 2 daughters, and I don't, hid them, and they claimed it as went missing, which it was really her best friend who claimed, and so he was like, oh yeah, I've been worried too, blah, blah, blah. And so then they finally got him like months later or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I'll just leave it with this take because you should watch it because it's interesting. It's not like any other documentary because there's everything that is filmed is either from Facebook. They're just Facebook videos that have been pulled.
Yeah.
Or they are news and police body cam.
Right.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
And there's no narrator or anything. And it's all like so it's really cool how they piece it together. My takeaway from it, my observation of it is that because I think probably too hard about things, or I don't know. I when I'm watching something, I'm really more intrigued on the why or whatever, because I'm not going into something like that to watch just to get sad or whatever. I know the story, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not here defending murder. Of course, like, it was a terrible thing that happened. This is just my observation and what I took away from it. If we were Facebook friends and that was it, though, and then years later, like down the road, like after I'd blocked her from Facebook and I heard this on the news, I would just say, like, I wouldn't like be that surprised.
Be surprised by what?
Getting the headline, man murdered his wife. And I know them like through Facebook or whatever. Like observing the family through Facebook, because I say a lot of this documentary is through Facebook. Yeah. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, like I'm really surprised that happened, because of such the contrasting personalities of the two. And all right, look, dude, it's an hour long or longer documentary, and at least half of it is pulled from her Facebook. And when you're trying to make somebody who is very to themselves and just likes to keep to themselves, and you keep putting it on Facebook, I feel like that's going to drive you kind of crazy. Or when your whole life is documented like that. So I thought it was kind of like, all right, and that's me kind of trying to search into the whys, because that's still kind of the why, is why did he do that? And so, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I feel like that plays into it, and it's a takeaway I haven't heard anybody really give.
Probably because he killed everybody, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, what?
Then he killed the whole, like, everyone, like her and the kids, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying but this is from like people who knew them, though, or family members
of her.
Well, like of both sides, like wondering like why'd this happen.
Someone commented, "Don't be friends with Levi on Facebook." Got it. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I would have blocked him because when I hate getting on Facebook too. Okay, I avoid people on Facebook who put everything on Facebook. Isn't that the most annoying thing? Is like somebody who puts
entertaining, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this isn't entertainment though. This is more of just annoying life stuff I don't care about. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, because I haven't watched this, and I'm still trying to figure out like exactly where you're landing on this. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As me, as somebody who's a reserved person and barely gets on social media anyways, I would be tired. I would wear me down. Being like that. Like, Titus, imagine coming home from work every day and you walk in the door and there's a phone in your face and you're on live. Hey.
Okay.
Here's so-and-so getting home from work. And that's the everyday things. Like, oh, yeah, thanks.
I'm not going to murder anyone, though.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, exactly. Like, there's other reasons into it, but moving on.
Yeah. This is where you get in trouble trying to take these, like, these approaches, because it's like you have to be very clear about where you're going.
Yeah.
Because I got lost halfway through.
Yeah, I guess you just need to check it out. Check it out. And then you'll say, oh, yeah, I can see where Levi was at on this when you're trying to put the pieces together.
Probably won't. But I might check it out. I don't know. I don't like these type of things.
Yeah.
I don't watch real murder.
I'm zigging while everybody else zags.
This is not everything in the zigzag. Not.
Try telling me that.
Not. I just did tell you that.
I'll try again.
Anyway.
I'm going to throw a poppin' in there. You mentioned The Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
You know that was partially filmed here, right?
Was it? I didn't know that, actually.
Is it at that castle?
The house that's here is Bisham Manor on Youngs Mill Road.
Oh, really?
The castle, as they call it.
Nice. That's I didn't know that.
The outside of the house.
Yeah.
All the outside scenes are filmed there.
Okay. That's dope.
But all the inside stuff's like a set.
Oh, yeah.
House.
Wait, is that the one Wait, how long has this been out on Netflix.
Hill House came out last year.
2019.
Yeah, Hill House came out last year.
Well, there's something else that came out on that. That house has been used for a lot of things, a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows. Yeah, because there's something pretty recent too that was big on Netflix that was filmed in that house.
Nice.
Yeah.
They did. There's one specific scene in Hill House that they did they did a whole episode in like a one take. It was kind of insane. It was pretty
Really?
fun. Yeah, they did one whole episode in a one take on
I gotta see
Haunted of Hill
that.
House. Yeah, I'll try and find exactly which one to tell you. They did the whole thing in a one take. It was super dope.
That's
I watched
impressive.
I watched the behind the scenes on it.
But
It was
man,
fire.
you got to watch that. You can't watch it just one time. You have to go back and you have to scrutinize every scene because you talked about ghosts and the other one
Yeah,
hiding in
in Blind
every
Manor.
scene.
Yeah.
It's the same way on Hill House.
Right. Yeah, Hill House was
Like,
fire.
There's always
It's
a
so
ghost
much.
somewhere, and you
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, you're gonna
and
miss
like
it.
I've seen a bunch of screenshots and stuff of it.
Yeah,
and
people
it'll
watch it so
creep
carefully.
you out.
It will. It'll mess you up. But yeah, Hill House was dope. Blind Manor seems dope. I got to rewatch the first episode so I can catch all the ghosts that I missed. Because I was kind of watching, but I was also at work, so I was kind of trying to get the plot just to make sure I got the main stuff. And perfectly splendid, that child. But yeah. Oh, I got one more. What's popping? I learned something this week, Levi.
What's up?
You familiar with Ore-Ida potatoes?
Yeah.
I had no idea that the Ore and the Ida was for Oregon, Idaho.
Well,
Never
we
knew
both
that.
learned something this week.
Okay, so I'm not the only
How
one.
did you
I
not
never knew
know
that.
this?
I don't know. I never assumed.
How would you know this?
I never read that closely.
Or Ida. Oh, yeah.
I never read the bag that closely.
I love, every time I go vacation out in Ora, Ida,
Yeah, exactly. Like I never.
And
Knew. Yeah,
I go
was
like to go to Oregon and Idaho.
yeah, I didn't know. I just thought it was like I thought somebody's name,
Yeah.
like somebody's name.
I thought it was the
Ida.
name too.
Or two names combined, right? Like Johnson Johnson. I just threw some names together.
Can you grow potatoes in Oregon?
Apparently so, bro.
I feel like it's too wet to grow
It's fertile
potatoes out
ground.
there.
It's fertile ground.
Wait, no, you need really wet ground because in like Ireland, they grow a lot of potatoes, right? I heard it's pretty wet out
There
there.
we go. But yeah,
Quite moist there.
Yes.
yeah, I had no idea that Ore-Ida
Moist.
was Oregon, Idaho. So I was shocked when I learned. I'm like,
Stripping.
oh wow, that's what that means. Interesting. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
people knew. I want to see everybody else knew that, but you didn't know either. So that's
No.
good.
Yeah.
Cool. We learned something together.
Well, I got one more. What's popping
to me.
too? And this is for Clay and Christina. I think this is more of their demographic. Yeah.
Well, I did get a compliment on my beard. Thanks, Chris Wesley, for a compliment on the beard.
I'm not even
Just
paying
don't think it was a
attention to
Don't worry,
comments
I'm-
over here.
I'm monitoring both.
Thank you. I may be aging y'all too much on this. I'm a little nervous. But the song "Dreams" by Fleetwood Mac. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fleetwood
It's
Mac.
a little older, but still, yeah.
Okay,
familiar with
okay, yeah. Y'all know it's popping, right? Y'all heard that? It's popping. It's #1 on the charts. Tripled in sales.
TikTok did that, right?
Yeah, guy from TikTok did
Like
it.
about $7. That's
At
what's up.
Dogface something. Yeah. So he was drinking some cranberry spray, cranberry juice from
Okay.
Ocean Spray on a longboard, and this was after he woke up, go to work, got in his truck, and it wouldn't crank, broken down, and he had like 350,000 miles on it.
Oh, this the dude that the Ocean Spray dude sent the truck to?
Yeah.
Okay, because I still didn't watch the video.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
CEO of Ocean Spray sent him. Yeah, I think he gave him like a lifetime supply of cranberry juice
That's
and
unfortunate.
bought him a new truck. But yeah. So also, it's a pretty dope song. I like it. I vibe to it now.
Yeah.
It's vibing.
I
I
saw-
like the vibes of it.
I saw a tweet and somebody was like, TikTok had to get y'all to like teach y'all who
Fleetwood Mac is. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what this is about because I don't be following the TikToks like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what it was about, and I also don't know the song, and I also don't know anything about Fleetwood Mac.
Well, so
Oh,
I know.
You gotta. Even the story of Fleetwood Mac is interesting.
They country, right?
No.
Oh, they're not?
It was like 70s rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Little
but it
psychedelic,
does have a little.
folksy.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it does have that country folksy vibe to it.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I
some of
do.
the songs, but not all the songs are the same. It's
Yeah.
not like a the baby song out there where it's the same beat and just like sped up a little bit or slowed down.
Shout out to the baby.
But shout out to the baby though.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I know. So Fleetwood Mac though, in my opinion, they're kind of like a Led Zeppelin or a Leonard Skinner, as in you can find their T-shirts at any local Walmart.
That is a fact. Though.
And many of these people, you would ask them, you like Led Zeppelin, blah, blah, blah. And no, they just bought the T-shirt. But a lot of people out here rock the Fleetwood Macs, but they actually listen to Fleetwood Mac. There's a lot of people like in our age group that listen to Fleetwood Mac.
I'll look into Fleetwood Mac, take some show notes on it, bring it up next week.
And if you can find like the VH1 documentary on Fleetwood Mac, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, VH1, I want to know
like behind the music VH1 documentaries are like, we need to bring those back for the culture because those were fantastic.
Yeah.
I like all that behind the scenes stuff though. Like, I'm the guy who watches.
There was a lot of loving going on between everybody in that band.
Oh,
okay.
Marriages got broken up and remarried and
interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's a love triangle right there.
But it made for some really great.
I was about to say that probably factored into the music making.
That's wild
right there. You got anything? What's flopping? Anything
not really.
flopping?
Not really, but I do want to get steak. I hear that cranberry juice is disgusting.
Yes, it is bad.
Yeah, I just want to get that out there.
It is
for the culture. Do you have any disagreements in the room? No. Cranberry? Yeah, it's disgusting.
I kind of like it, but
it's really bitter.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of bitter things.
Makes you feel like a man.
Oh, okay.
That's one way to look at it.
A man with a wait, what do you drink cranberry juice for? Yeah, UTIs. Yeah, a man with a UTI.
I was thinking prune juice for the other.
Yeah. Dude, nothing's wait. While we're on this, nothing's funnier than that right there. That statement to me, a man with a UTI, because a lot of people don't think or know that men can get UTIs.
Right.
And down in Orlando for a swim trip, I had to babysit one of our swimmers because he got really sick, like really bad pain the night before, like the final like match or meet, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we had to call 911, and so he didn't get to go to the meet, and I had to stay back in the hotel with him, and we had to take Ubers to go to CVS and all that.
Right.
And he told the Uber driver on the way there and the Uber driver on the way back that he was like, I got a UTI, and we're like, dude, I wouldn't just be going around here telling people like, yeah, I got a UTI.
Revealing medical information.
Like, come up with something else.
Yeah, like just be revealing medical information to these random people. What you doing, bro?
And then you got to sit there and explain how men can get UTIs. It was made for very interesting Uber rides.
He was doing a public service. He was explaining, something that people didn't think they could get.
Yeah.
Them,
Oh yeah.
So in a way,
he was spreading awareness.
Yeah, UTI awareness.
You know what?
Hey.
You know what? Let's get into the UTI business. We need to spread that awareness out here. We can be live strong.
Take care of yourself.
Pee strong.
Oh God. You got anything else?
You got to be strong to pee strong.
You have anything else?
What's flopping is we'll move on.
Okay.
Because my what's flopping, I'll tie it into a different segment we got.
Let's get to the headlines.
This gets any worse.
Yes, this is our new segment. This is the segment we debuted last week. Basically, we're just gonna run through some things that happened during the week, some topics that don't need to get a full segment, but we just want to hit on real quick and go through it. Basically, that's the gist of it, right? I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a good description. Yeah, headlines. Clayton.
Get them pulled up here.
All right.
Stuff's jumping up on my screen. Hang on.
Also, if you're watching, talk to us. We talk back.
Michael Thomas will not play against the Chargers Monday night due to an altercation with a teammate in practice this week. Ooh.
That's a very interesting decision for an NFL team to make. Because I feel like it's not something
especially
that would
when it's the best player on your team.
Right. Like literally best player on your team. And makes your quarterback look at least 3 years younger. So I'm very curious as to how bad this altercation was. Because that's the thing, right? Because Earl Thomas ultimately got cut from the Ravens because of an altercation he had with the teammate, right? And he hadn't been able to get on the team since then because teams are looking at him funny. So whatever happened behind the scenes of that had to be crazy. So whatever happened here had to be crazy too. I would like to know. I can't wait till the details start leaking out and find out who he fought and why he fought him. Cause that's what I'm into. Give me the details of it. I don't know what their plan is for against Chargers tomorrow without him. If you plan on having him, now you don't. Like, good luck. But yeah, I'm curious to know the details behind this.
Maybe
somebody's gonna break it.
Maybe Michael Thomas went on a date with this mom's player or something, or this player's mom or something.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Or
maybe said something, to him. Maybe called him his son. Said go to bed.
That'd be that'd be wild.
Yeah.
Or did he call himself the most important player on the team, and somebody got mad and felt like they had to defend Drew Brees? Drew Brees' honor.
Yeah,
You think that happened?
yeah.
Somebody wanted to
I like that.
somebody
Yeah,
wanted to defend Drew's honor, so they went and fought him.
yeah. I'm interested to see the details
Yeah.
when if they will
I
eventually
feel like
come
they're
out.
gonna leak at halftime of tonight or like early tomorrow morning,
yeah.
one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
But ooh, time to read this. It's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the two, right? It's gonna be great. But yeah,
Next headline next
Yes.
headline.
Ready?
Mhm.
UFC middleweight Joaquin Buckley, Buckley KOs with a crazy kung fu kick to the face.
bruh.
He
saw
sent
this
that
kick, right?
dude on his buttly.
He did.
with that kick.
He did. St. Louis stand up. Joaquin, you played the video? You got the video?
Yeah, we got some footage.
Boy. Look at him.
This is disrespectful.
Bruh, bruh. I would retire on the spot. 'Cause what's the point? Like, if somebody can do that to me, if somebody can just do that to me out of nowhere, like, you know what's so bad about it, bro, for this dude? No matter what he does for the rest of his career, that is going to be the highlight. That man could win. That man could go on a crazy run and never lose another fight after this for 3 years. And you know what the highlight's going to be? Him getting kicked in the face.
Yeah,
Just like that.
that
You
was
should
some.
have seen that coming though. Like
You can't see that because the way they train, you catch one leg. You don't expect the dude to spin around and kick you in the face with
I
the
mean,
other
you
foot.
should have known that his back leg was going to come around there though.
That's not a normal thing though. Everybody
it's
can't
not?
do that. Nah,
Yeah.
everybody can't do that.
Makes
Everybody's
sense
not
to
that
me.
athletic. Yeah, people aren't that athletic for real. Like everybody's not that athletic. Normally they'll catch a leg and like if you kick them, they'll catch that leg. Like either go for a takedown, like push you up against the cage, or like just let it go. But before you can let it go, do like, oh, I can just spin around and kick you with my other foot while you have that foot in the air.
To me, what's
That's a
more
different level of athleticism.
and what makes it even more impressive is that with that's a different angle than I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
He actually, I didn't realize he was in the position of defense. Like, you know, he still had his hand up.
He had a hand up.
And so, I mean, you kind of see, it kind of does look like he's still anticipating it. I mean, because he's still got his, he anticipating something. Yeah, but he was still able to pull his leg in when he spun. He pulled his leg in and like just got him straight to the face. He jabbed him with his leg pretty much.
And the dude's body reacted. It was like, did we get kicked in the face?
Yeah.
And then he fell down. Like, he had to process
He's
for
like,
a second what happened.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You saw him. He's trying to go. I'm
right.
good. I'm good.
That was the Jeff Hardy, Sean. Yeah, that was a full WWE move right there. That was ridiculous. But yeah, that dude got the bonus money for performance of the night with that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be elevated after that. So I hope he can continue I hope he can continue a positive career trajectory after that because he's on highlight reels now.
Yeah.
You the man now, bro. So go get it, make it happen. Let's see how stand up. What we got next?
Mizzou upsets LSU 45-41. And
All right.
LSU is now 1-2.
Yeah. So this is where that Mike Leach comes in. Oh wait, no, this was LSU lost by Mizzou.
Yeah.
So this is for those people out there, so-called experts, who kept saying in those college football preseason shows, don't sleep on LSU, or LSU's still gonna be back right where they were last year, contending for, a spot in the SEC championship, blah blah blah. Just completely ignorant of that program is not solidified yet into where you can say it's a year in, year out. They're there to compete for a playoff spot every year.
Is it that, or did they lose a lot of talent?
Well, no, and the same. No, because they would say, even though LSU lost all their talent, because they're experts. They've addressed that. Everybody knows they lost all their talent, but they sugarcoat it and say, but we know LSU, they do this every year, blah, blah, blah. Ed Orgeron, blah, blah, blah.
You sound a little
LSU,
salty.
blah, blah, blah.
You sound a little salty.
I'm not salty. I'm just saying,
it's not
why
about that loss last year.
Okay. I'll just pat myself on the back because I called this. So-called experts. Next
Well,
headline,
I don't know.
please.
The people I had heard. The people I listened to said they kind of expected to have a down year this year because they had lost so many people.
Yeah.
But they think
But I heard just as many
next
people
year,
saying.
next year was supposed to be the year for them.
Okay.
Mainly because a lot of talent was young last year.
Yeah.
And I think losing Jamar Chase didn't help things.
Well, yeah, that didn't help.
They had a few opt-outs. We have very breaking news. Apparently Dak Prescott is injured and out, and he might have broken his ankle.
Ooh.
So
Having a MVP type year
he
too.
was in a contract year. Yeah, yes, cousin. Sean, appreciate that. Josh, yeah, his ankle is flopping apparently. It's
Oh,
bad. In a
dang! He
contract
just
year,
missed.
that is unfortunate.
He just missed that segment. What's flopping? We could have thrown that in there.
Yeah,
Dak Prescott's ankle. That's what's flopping.
that's unfortunate.
Also,
Get well some of that.
before we move on to the next headline, I was gonna put this video in, but whoever Mizzou's head coach is, I can't remember his name. He gave the ultimate post-game press conference or interview when ESPN pulls them before they run into the locker room, and he pulled every coach speak.
All of them.
Yeah, he was just. He just came out, put the whole duffel bag out, just dumped it on the microphone.
Doing full shot
But then he pulled something new though. He did grab a card out from the back pocket. That is new. He's trying to coin a new phrase in Missouri. It is a phrase we have heard before for an NFL team that makes sense, but this one doesn't make sense. We all know, Titus, that nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
That's their thing, yeah.
And that makes sense, right?
Yes,
Didn't the Bison back in the American frontier days circle those wagons?
Honestly,
I really don't know where that
never
saying
knew what
comes
that phrase
from,
meant.
but that's what I'm guessing is that they're the Bills, and so they circle the wagons, as in they entrap the opponent and they just kill them because I think Buffalo killed a lot of people back in the day, and that's not what it means. Clay's enlighten me, Clay.
The wagons to camp. They would actually put the wagons in a circle.
Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, that adds up. That tracks.
What's that old game? The Oregon Trail. They did that in the Oregon Trail. I should have known that.
In my extensive Red Dead,
I do like my interpretation better though. But
that is pretty cool though.
I
can go with that.
Yeah, well, let's go with that.
My Red Dead Redemption history should have taught me that because the camp do be in a circle.
Oh, they do. They circle.
Yeah, be in a circle in Red Dead Redemption. I should have known that.
Thank you for that knowledge bomb, though.
We've learned a lot today. So you learned that Oregon, Idaho, or IDA stands for Oregon, Idaho.
Yeah.
So when you get your fries, think of Oregon, Idaho.
Yeah.
And you learned that circling the wagons was to go to sleep in the camps.
It's because we're old.
Yeah. So, Clay, since you knew why Buffaloes circle the wagons, can you tell me why Missouri Tigers circle the wagons? Apparently, nobody circles the wagons like the Missouri Tigers.
That's what he was trying to get off the ground.
Yeah.
That's
he said it twice at the end. He said, nobody circles the wagons like us. That's right. You'll know nobody circles the wagons like the Mizzou Tigers.
God, coaches are so extra.
I loved it.
They're so extra sometimes.
I was like, does he know what circles the wagons means? I mean, I don't know, but
right. He probably knows.
I do know now, but
yeah. Well, now we learn.
Yeah.
He probably just heard his coach probably told him that he just kept riding with it.
Yeah.
Never looked into it.
How BA would that be though if you had tigers circling your wagons?
It's terrifying. They would never lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got some elephants.
Yeah.
Could a team of elephants beat tigers circling the wagon? Or no?
I don't know.
I think it'd be a good fight.
Yeah.
If
you throw in some water in there though, we're good because the elephants stand taller, and so they don't. And I don't think tigers know how to swim. So what's that?
I feel like tigers can swim.
Can tigers swim?
I don't think they like
yeah.
to. Yeah. I feel like tigers. Yeah.
But do tigers that circle wagons know how to swim though?
I mean, that's a well-rounded tiger right there. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna do with that. That's a well-rounded tiger.
Because I feel like a tiger that can circle wagons probably hasn't been near enough water to know how to swim, or maybe it's an innate ability
I
they
think
have.
it's natural.
Yeah, they're cats. Yeah. Cats can swim. All right, what's the next headline?
The Chiefs fall to the Raiders 40-32. The Chiefs are now 4-1 after suffering their first defeat. The Raiders are now 3-2.
I tell you what, I couldn't be more prouder of these guys today than I am right now. I mean, we played some good old hard football out there. You know, we had Derek Carr throwing his balls to Waller and Henry Ruggs. My God, that guy is fast. He's so fast, he makes fast people look not fast. They couldn't stop Spider Two-Eyed Banana. That's Patrick Mahomes' kryptonite. We got the kryptonite. Go Raiders. That was my John Gruden impression. If you
I
guys,
didn't know. Yeah.
I think it was okay at the
didn't know.
beginning. I lost.
Yeah, you lost
at
in the end, but you did start
yeah.
off decently.
Oh,
you did
thank
start
you.
off pretty well, yeah.
I surprised
absolutely.
myself, by the way. I was like, "Oh, this doesn't
You got
sound that bad."
Yeah, you got the I tell you what down.
Yeah.
That's really the key.
Yeah.
That's really the key
Yeah,
to it. If you
yeah.
get that part, everything else is extra.
I tell you what.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of going how I said. Like, I never predicted the Chiefs go undefeated, but I did say, like, I feel like if you beat them, you kind of got to look into it, or it's kind of like have one of them days you just catch them. And it's like the Chiefs caught them. You know, the Chiefs caught them today. I mean, the Raiders caught them. And the Raiders, I don't know what to do because I don't think they're a good football team, but I don't think they're like bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they can give you issues. But if they get into the playoffs, I feel like they get smoked 35-7.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with them. But the Chiefs I think they got a short week this week. I think they're still playing the Bills Thursday. I don't know what the NFL is doing with that because the NFL schedule has been so screwy and terrible this year because they didn't have any protocols and plans for Corona.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know what their game plan is, but I think they'll bounce back. Be very interesting.
Now
you kind of sound like Vince McMahon.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Can Chiefs swim? Because I was going to propose the question, who would win in the fight, Raiders or Chiefs? But then Raiders are also on boats and they're out in the ocean. So would Chiefs be able to swim out to get them? Or they'd be in
Native American
canoes or something like
could
that.
Native American swim? Is that what you're asking me?
And fight.
Pretty sure they could fight.
Who would win in the fight, Raiders or Chiefs?
I don't know. It depends. Depends on what was happening.
Chiefs
Cannonballs
would be the
or
ones attacking
arrows?
the Circles the Wagons.
I mean, the Raiders. The thing is, the Raiders would have to be invading from foreign shores, so they wouldn't know the land like the Chiefs would.
Yeah.
So-
You know what? I would give the Chiefs the
Yeah.
advantage
Yeah.
with that. And I would say the Raiders too. I bet if you catch them right when they get on shore, that's a little dizzying experience. Once you've been out on the water for a long time, you get on shore, you need a few minutes to collect yourself. Get the steady ground under your feet.
Yeah.
And so Chiefs just come in, knock them off guard or whatever, catch them while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm
guess.
surprised the Chiefs lost this game. Yeah.
All right. We got another headline?
Not the experts.
Yes, we got one more.
Okay. We got.
Washington woes. They announced Kyle Allen to start at quarterback this week, and Alex Smith saw his first playing time since his injury after Kyle Allen got hurt.
Yeah. They got a lot going on at the Washington football team.
Yes.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
Some would say it's justified for their history of incompetency and, allowing a lot, discussing things to slide as a franchise. But whoo, this quarterback situation, boy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, making Alex Smith the second string quarterback against the Rams seemed kind of cruel.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed kind of cruel, not only to him, but also to Dwayne Haskins. Like, dang, y'all that done with him, I know Rivera liked Kyle Allen when he was at Carolina, even though I didn't think he was good there either. But he wasn't doing bad, but he got hurt, and then Alex Smith came in the game, took 6 sacks, and got up, so that's good. Because I was scared for him taking sacks. I was scared for him to play football again, honestly. Because the way that leg, almost losing your leg, having multiple infections makes you think you don't think you need to be back here, and still having your leg wrapped up because you couldn't move around properly. But I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's able to be healthily play football. He might not ever be like the same, but at least he can get on the football field. I'm happy about that. But woo, that's a bad situation, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but they're kind of doing the thing with Dwayne Haskins that Washington does anytime a player is like not as good as they thought they would, where they start sources just start talking about them badly in the Washington Post. They're kind of doing that thing with Dwayne Haskins I saw this week. Like, oh, they're in this phase of Washington already. I don't know what to say about that franchise. They're a dumpster fire and a waste of space.
Well, I want to say first, I have a few things I want to say about this. But the one thing I do want to say is I want to thank the Washington football team because in this year of where, you got to expect the unexpected and there's been almost no normalcy occurring, we can still rely on the Washington football team being incompetent. I thank them for that because they helped restore
a little bit
senses of normalcy.
Yeah, a little bit of normalcy is nice in 2020. It's been such a strange year. This is a little bit of you being who you are is good. So thank them for that.
We can always count on them being them.
Like,
Washington being Washington.
You imagine how confident as a franchise you have to be to change your name 3 months before the season and then realize that's not enough time to roll out a full rebrand. You just have to call yourself a football team.
Yeah. Well, They're especially idiots after we gave them so many good ideas.
We gave so many ideas. So
Yeah.
with the same color scheme at that.
Exactly. We made it easy on them.
We did, and they just refused to listen. So now here they are stuck, looking stupid as a franchise.
We did the hard work for them.
Right.
But the other thing I want to say is, so I heard David Sampson talk about this week, about the Dwayne Haskins thing. And I'm not sure the whole full into it. I know Juan Rivera was pretty specific, apparently, in what he said in the press conference and why they were making the decision they were making. And he said, coming from the point of view that he has, being an ex-president of baseball for a MLB team, he knows what you got to do to save face, or what you should and shouldn't say in the public. So he criticized this and said, you don't do that or whatever. He's like, just say, you're going at Allen or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong. My thing is, everybody would be questioning. I feel like there would just be still so many questions, or everybody criticizing, oh, well, why? Why aren't you going with Dwayne Haskins? Blah, blah, blah. And so they were just putting it out first of the explanation. Or another thing, too, could be is that from what I sort of heard from the press conference and also the sources or whatever, apparently the sources are just, you got your reporters, you got your people who work for the team, and like some of the sources are players directly too. And nobody's been really happy with, everybody thinks, or they're on the same page, that Dwayne Haskins isn't doing what it takes to be successful at the position.
See, but this is the same thing they've done with every player that they've gotten that didn't work out.
But this is but this is a different, but this staff is a lot different than the staff of the years.
It's still the same owner, though. Like, it's still the Dan Snyder organization, and it's still.
So you think Dan Snyder told Juan Rivera to say those things?
No, I don't think he's stocking anything that happens from the organization, because they just have a history of this. Like, this is who they are. They've been this for years.
Yeah.
And a competent dumpster fire who leaks up to the media when a player doesn't work out the way they want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put stock in the player bashing type thing.
Yeah.
As like being real. And I think realistically, it's from Sam's point of view. I didn't hear what he said, but I feel like from Sam's point of view, it's probably like you saying that publicly is gonna damage your ability to get anybody else.
Well, it's no, it's not. Well, it's actually more of damaging the ability for
them to trade him?
No, for Dwayne Haskins to get picked up by any team or whatever.
Yeah, for sure that. But also, like, if Dwayne Haskins has an agent, and his agent has other NFL players, and you see the way Washington's treating this specific player for you, I'd be like, I wouldn't try and send a player to Washington after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I brought this up earlier in the year. I think we were talking about draft or something. I don't know. We were talking about preseason football. And I brought up the point, a story had just came out about how so apparently they got Dwayne Haskins tested for dyslexia because he was having a really hard time like understanding the playbook or reading the playbook. And
did they reveal did they say that recently?
That was months ago. I brought that up. No, like we talked about this on the show months ago.
We sure? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been mad.
And you said, oh, well, we probably could attribute that to the fact he is an Urban Meyer quarterback.
Oh, I do remember saying that part, but I didn't remember the dyslexia thing.
Yeah.
Why did they reveal that publicly? I'm mad. I should have been mad about that. Why did they reveal that publicly? That's weird.
I don't know.
I
got to go back because I think there was a reason, or
I don't like that they put that out there in the public.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know. I think it was a question or something. Because there was a lot of question about why they didn't put Dwayne Haskins in earlier or whatever last year, or everybody's wanting Dwayne Haskins to be played, and they were just trying to explain like, look, like this guy has had.
Didn't he start? I thought he started the season last year. Oh no, Alex Smith played for a little bit, so he got hurt, right?
No, Alex Smith's been out.
18. Yeah, I thought he started last year.
I don't know. He may have, but okay, so it was like a lot of underachieving. But anyways, the whole consensus has been that he's I mean, to be a quarterback, dude, like everybody expects you, especially the most successful ones, they tell you they spent hours and hours into watching film. They spent hours and hours studying the playbook. They spent hours and hours going one-on-one with their receivers. They were the first ones there, the last ones to leave, and there wasn't an ounce of that shown of Dwayne Haskins. So I just feel like
according to
and according to his teammates too,
the sources
who are apparently teammates.
I just don't put stock in that stuff, bro. I really don't. Not from that organization specifically.
Okay.
Because one thing, no one in that, like I said, they have a new organization, right?
Yeah.
New people in the organization. But like I said, it's still the same type of behavior there. And none of those guys have any investment in Dwayne Haskins. Rivera didn't draft Dwayne Haskins. He probably didn't want him. He has no investment. He has no reason to say anything good about him because he didn't want him in the first place. Like, he's not going to get fired this year because Dwayne Haskins isn't good. He's going to be like, that's not my guy anyway. That's like new coaches always do this with the quarterback if they're not that good, right? Like, new coach gets there, they're not the quarterback they want. They just throw that quarterback to the wayside and be like, it's not the guy I wanted anyway. And then just push their responsibility off of them. So I just don't put stock in this. I don't like this. Oh, he's not working hard enough narrative. I just don't ride with that. I don't.
I don't say you're wrong, and I don't think you are. I think.
Okay, he started 7 games last year.
I think it holds some. I think it does hold some weight. At the end of the day, there is a certain expectation that comes with being the quarterback, and that's the most heavily criticized position there is. And I mean, I feel like with Juan Rivera and this new staff, I feel like part of it is it's been a lot of frustration brewing, and then maybe it's just another wake-up call, or it's pretty much us saying, like, you know what, man, like, we've been trying to tell you, like, this whole time, and getting in here with you and working with you on the playbook, because at least there were, to me, like, at least there were, I agree that I got to go back and look at why they even, told reporters that they got him tested for dyslexia. But I feel like in that sense, at least they did consider that. And instead of just ditching him, saying, oh, this dude's stupid or whatever, he can't even read a playbook, at least somebody had the foresight. It was like, hey, well, maybe this dude has dyslexia or, a reading disability or something. And so they went and got him tested. So, I mean, I don't think the staff made zero efforts into making this dude better, because them making Dwayne Haskins better makes them better too.
I'm not saying they're making efforts. I'm saying they're definitely putting effort into tearing him down and making him look like he was just the worst thing in the history of football.
Yeah,
they are putting effort into that.
Okay.
Because they had no investment in him in the first place. So like, I just don't trust those. I just don't like those he's not working hard reports. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't put any stock into it personally.
I mean, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I get it. I get
my distrust of organizations in general, and that one specifically.
I feel like it's.
Because I saw them do the same thing to RG3. Like, did the exact same thing to him.
Oh, well, I don't remember the whole RG3 thing.
I followed that closely.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know about that, but my thing, just looking at it, is that even though, I disagree with the whole thing too, and more of that should be behind, closed doors, I don't think this is just I feel like there would be other quarterbacks out there and other teams that if this was going on and this is supposed to be their guy who's a high draft pick and had a lot of expectations and is doing nothing to at least come close to meeting them and not even putting in the effort to at least.
According to them, not putting in the effort.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because I don't believe that part. Yeah. I just don't.
Well, I guess we'll just end the conversation because we're just going in circles.
Yeah, I don't believe that's the core of this. I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything.
I mean, I just don't think. Yeah. Are you saying, would you dismiss, if it came from another organization, would you dismiss it and say, would you still say, oh, okay, I don't like, they're saying he doesn't work hard enough?
Which organization specifically?
I don't know, one you trust. Name anyone you trust. And they said, I don't.
If it was like the Steelers that was saying that, which they wouldn't because Steelers don't do those type of things publicly. Because
I don't know, what did Mike Tomlin says, Dwayne Haskins blinks too much.
Mike Tomlin.
I don't like him. He blinks way too much.
Well, that'd be
I counted the amount of blinks per second, and it's more than 5. And
if you blink more than Mike Tomlin, it might be a legitimate problem.
Yeah.
That man blinks a lot.
Yeah.
So if you blink more than him, it might be an actual issue.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, some I would, but I don't think any competent organization would do this publicly. So yeah.
Was that the last headline? Yeah, that was the last headline. Yeah.
Goodbye, Washington football team. May you rest in trash for the rest of your life.
Also, Alex Smith.
Congrats,
you do
bro.
you, man. You do
Congrats. You got to come back and play football for that terrible team.
Yep.
But at least you're back and healthy.
Yep.
Next, you want to talk about the Braves?
Atlanta Braves.
I can wait to put a compilation together of you.
Atlanta.
And not wanting
Rise
baseball,
up.
not wanting baseball.
Rise up for the Braves. Go Bravos. We're hot. We're popping.
Didn't you also say this?
Freddie Freeman,
you didn't care about this World Series
MVP
at one point too?
That was back then, Titus.
Yeah, when you didn't think
that was
they'd
in
get
the
there?
past.
When you didn't think
That
they'd
was
get there?
history.
Yeah. Now they might get there.
You know what we learned? We don't repeat history. And so I'm here for the Braves. Waving the flag, chop on. Freddie Freeman winning MVP this year. Despite all of our injury and pitching woes, we still prevail. Max Fried, Ian Anderson, Kyle Wright. We're doing it, man. We're doing it.
This is the first time playing a team with like a winning record, right? In the playoffs?
Yeah, so we have gotten pretty lucky or blessed, some may say, that we did get the worst hitting average team in the first round. And then we got a team that exceeded all expectations, that were very low and slumped their way into the playoffs, the Marlins. But go Braves. I like the story of this playoffs, and the Astros, they're in the, after everybody was saying, oh, they can't,
I'm not gonna lie,
can't hit without the trash cans.
Winning the World Series would be hilarious.
Oh, a lot of people are jumping back on the Astros bandwagon because they
Just
think
for the
it'd be
comedy of
funny.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they think, a lot of people are out here going for the Astros. There's another storyline, I think, to this. When you look at the Braves and the Dodgers, they're kind of opposites in that the Braves, we're here to win, but we're also not going over budget. We're not a Tampa Bay Rays because we got more money than the Rays do, but also we're not out here making big moves to replace any of our injured aces that we had. No, we're going to trust the system. We're going to trust the process. We're going to pull the farm guys up, and it's working. And then we got the Dodgers, who will just throw money in your mouth. Mookie Betts. I mean, everybody. I mean, anybody who wants it, they can get it.
Yeah, they checks in LA.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's the story. And with the Rays and the Astros, it's kind of the same thing. Now, the Astros, they did draft a lot of their players and process, but they're also a team. They're not afraid to spend some money too.
Yeah.
And you have the Rays,
and they disrespected the game.
Yeah. How dare them? Those trash cans. And the buzzards, the nipple buzzers.
I'm curious about the buzzer thing. Was weird. I want to know if that was real or not.
Bro, like
they were trying to hide it. Because I remember
I'm pretty sure
they
it's
pointed
real.
to it and they're like, "Nah, that's not a thing."
Pretty sure it's
real.
real.
Like, I'm interested.
Yeah,
I respect it. Though.
I feel like it's creative.
I respect the fact they fake apologized.
Yeah,
that was the funniest part about it to me.
No, they're the biggest winners out of all this, especially if they win the World Series, because they get away with not having to play in front of any opposing fans that are going to boo them or heckle them, and they get pretty much the whole headline gets drowned out by everything else that's going on in 2020.
Wow.
So they're the ultimate winners here.
Yeah. So we got
and they even got the underdog thing because they were losing at first.
Oh, yeah,
and so everybody was like, oh yeah, they suck, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, everybody thought it was karma, and now here they are possibly in the World Series.
That's crazy.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild.
Yeah. Now, with the Dodgers, it's going to be tough
because
the Dodgers are good.
That's a loaded team.
Yeah.
That's a loaded squad.
Now, we have faced good pitchers, so I'm not necessarily worried about. I think we'll score runs.
Okay.
Are we going to score them?
Enough?
Yeah, some games we're gonna face some shutouts probably.
Yeah, like that 1-0-14 inning thing is not gonna be the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a thing you need.
Exactly.
To do.
So I think what the key for the Braves is the nights that the bats are hot, you better not brave it up and leave runners on base because the Braves are really good at getting runners in the position and doing nothing with it. So you got to capitalize on what you get from these pitchers, Braves. So yeah, go Braves. I'm not gonna make any predictions. If you want me to make one though, Braves in 6. Braves in 6.
I like it.
Yeah.
Go with your squad, bro.
Go Bravos.
Go with your squad, sir. I respect it.
Got an expert of the week?
I do have an expert of the week. My expert of the week goes out to a homie of mine. We've been cool since Aaron Murray was at Georgia, and we would slander him. Yeah, we've been cool since then. Goes out to my guy, and he had said the quote tweet. I met him on Twitter for some other stuff, but then he quote one day we just bonded over slandering Georgia. The night Georgia lost to Boise State, remember that day?
Yeah,
we were having a slander fest. I think it was Boise State, and he was like, he said Aaron Murray and UGA are 1 and 1,937 in big games, and I laughed for about 5 hours because I was like, I love this type of slander. It was great. So I want to give a shout out to my man Kazadi. He had his birthday today. Happy birthday. And he got engaged yesterday. Salute, bro. Happy birthday, happy engagement. And go check out his podcast, Stacks and Cap, on all your podcast platforms. So yeah, salute to you, bro. You're my expert of the week. Congrats. All that good
Facts
stuff,
and
man.
cat.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yeah.
My expert of the week goes to the one and only,
Talk to me.
the Kiff Dog. Kiff Dog out here like a bloodhound, sniffing out Alabama's defense signals. Told you, man. I told you. And I don't think you really believed me that I had reason to worry or sweat
Well, I
us playing Ole Miss this year.
I think Ole Miss is talented enough this year.
Okay, but
I
the thing
said
is,
I saw it, but I didn't think it'd be this season.
does Lane Kiffin need that much talent, though, to do what he does?
I thought he would against Alabama.
Do what?
I thought he would against Alabama.
I told you, man.
I'm just used to Alabama taking teams that are supposed to be good and just stomping them into the ground.
Yeah.
That I just assumed it would happen again.
So I've been holding my Alabama takes because we talked about college football earlier, and I did not address this game.
Right.
Here it is. Here's the address, people. I'm gonna look at you because I see all you Auburn fans out there, Florida fans, Georgia fans. I know we're major sus, okay, with a capital SUS on defense, and this isn't news to me, okay? So you're just preaching to the choir. It's time to fire Pete Golding. We got to get him out there, okay? I was not on the Pete Golding fired bandwagon last year because I'm a decent human being, and I took into the fact that half our defense was injured, and our defensive coordinator is a first-time defensive coordinator. We're going to have some growing pains. But I think the sample size is big enough for us to pack your bags for you and send you on your way to wherever you came from. Now, I'll give a little comparison. This is how Alabama is on defense. So last year, we were really bad, okay? We were big butt. Over the offseason, we got a little reduction surgery. You know, we still but we just not as big of a butt as we were last year. But with Alabama, though, our offense, Mac Daddy, our boy Mac Daddy out here, like a true Mac Daddy, spreading his balls to anybody who will receive them. Najee Harris running like a Heisman winner. Alabama, Steve Sarkisian, Nick Saban, we doing it, baby. We still winning the ship this year.
So you did all that just to say y'all gonna win the championship.
Yeah.
And this, I mean,
I wanted to address the haters out there who were talking about, who said, "Oh, let me hear about that defense."
Oh, somebody did say on Facebook.
Yeah.
Todd Johnson, I think.
Yeah, he's an Auburn fan.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a question about this defense thing. Do
Okay.
you think that it's just kind of difficult? It's just more difficult to play defense in this era. Like, do you think you can really have a dominant defense in college football?
So I think the whole traditional SEC, and I think I wanted to hint towards that earlier when I said there's pretty much no defense this year in the SEC.
Yeah.
I think that's just where it's moved to.
Right.
But
like the way these offenses are able and the way the rules are geared towards, I feel like it's really difficult to just have a dominant defense against capable offenses.
Yeah.
Like what Georgia's doing.
Now, yeah, I mean, that's very evident. And just look at 10 years ago, even if you just look at the size of these players and like what positions they're in, you got dudes now who are defensive ends who, you know, in the past, they would be middle linebackers or outside linebackers or whatever. Like, that's just how they're shaped. Or even
bigger,
in the secondary.
It's like a serious thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Serious.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the SEC, even though we've hung our hat on that, is like, oh, running up the middle or we're more physical or whatever. Right. I think it holds true because we still get the talent. Like, the SEC pool is just a better talent of football. And it's got more money behind it and all that. And so the programs can be more advanced and a lot of things.
That's the word we use. That's the word we use.
But so that whole SEC defense thing, no more low scoring games, especially with these coaches that have come in, like the Mike Leaches and the Lane Kiffins. And you see how everything
I wouldn't say Mike Leach
is evolving. Yeah, he did. What a surprise. What a surprise. But yeah, so that's just how the game's evolving in general. So the SEC is going to evolve with it.
Yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on that specific thing because I know defense. I feel like being a defense coordinator is much more difficult, but also like you don't want to see your defense bleeding out every single week.
Yeah.
So it's a really weird balance. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to everybody when they have the playoff with 3 teams or whatever's gonna happen with that. I still know how that's gonna work. I don't
Yeah.
think they do either.
Oh, and I want to say really quick, yeah, I do believe that Lane Kiffin had our signals. I don't know if he already had the signals going into the game or he had, which you do have coaches. Look, signal call, I'm not mad. Oh, okay, just because somebody is saying that, oh, yeah, we're pretty sure that Lane Kiffin had our defensive signals, don't take it as, oh, it's an excuse. No, still be better. It's a part of the game. Stealing signals is part of the game. You're supposed to be more complex and be ahead of that. And so that's another big reason why I think Pete Golding should be fired, because if you think the other coach is stealing your signals, then, buddy, you got to have backup plans or some type of change, and nothing changed. So get out of here, Pete Golding. Who's your not the expert of the week?
I'm going to give my not the expert. Oh, hold on. Sorry, we have comments. Let's see. About Dak Kyle, we don't know if he's out for the year. Goran Dragic is active. I don't know if he's gonna play tonight, but he's active tonight. And Frog says that Trevor and Travis will dominate Bama. That's what he says. I just wanted to let you know that. Frog says Trevor.
I wouldn't be surprised because they get a whole cakewalk of a season to warm up for the playoffs every year, so it's whatever to me.
Are you played Ole Miss, bro? Played Ole Miss.
I want to see Clemson play. I want to see Clemson play Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss, bro.
Alabama's played Ole Miss, Missouri, and who else?
Texas A&M.
Okay, so nothing. You haven't played anything.
I got Georgia next week.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with that. That's like the only other good team.
Who's better, Miami or Georgia?
Miami or Georgia? Probably Georgia, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so
Miami's quarterback's probably
well,
better.
That's a better team than what Clemson's going to play this year.
I'm saying, like, you don't act like you had a magical schedule this year, like some gauntlet that trashed West with Arkansas and a team that scored 2 points.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Anyway, my not the expert of the week is the Lakers fans who were sending death threats to Danny Green's girlfriend. Relax. I understand you were mad. I was mad, just as a fan of basketball and people making open shots. But let's not be weird, okay? Let's be normal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a bozo. All right. There's enough bozos in the world. You don't have to be one too. So I just want to give mine out the expert of the week because that's corny.
My not the expert of the week are Atlanta Falcons fans. I'm not in this group because months ago I proposed the question, or a few questions. Why are our expectations high? What did Atlanta do to improve this team to make your expectations so high? Didn't really get much feedback on that. Nobody could really tell me, oh, yeah, well, we went out and really got so-and-so who's going to help us out. No, I mean, we did nothing over this offseason. I said the Falcons would finish third. So I'm not going to say I'm an expert because I got that wrong. We're going to finish last. So I don't know why we had such high expectations. That's just what I'm wondering. But I get it. It's Atlanta. We're cursed. So part of the fun is if we're not going to win, then let's just drown in misery and turn that into a underwater party, whatever. But yeah, so also for everybody saying let's fire Dan Quinn, no, that is the wrong move to make right now. Let me tell you why.
Is this one of your zags again? One of your zags?
Yeah, but I'm about to tell you why though. We're 0-5, people. Let's forget the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Let's forget the run.
I see where you're going.
We need to maintain that defeated streak. I don't want to see one in that W column.
Protect the tank.
We're tanking for Trevor. Everybody say it with me. Tanking for Trevor.
Oh, you're off the
Tank for Trevor. Tank for Trevor. And then you fire Dan Quinn right after the season ends, and we go completely defeated. That's when you fire him, okay? We don't fire him now. We don't try to turn things around. We don't try to do this. Ooh, we came back after being 0-5. We're in the playoffs. Because let's be real. If we got to the playoffs, we're not doing anything in the playoffs anyways. We don't have the personnel, the talent for it. Get out of here, Atlanta fans. Listen to me. Tank for Trevor. Matt Ryan's 36 years old. I know he's a previous MVP. He's good. Tank for Trevor.
So you think drafting Trevor Lawrence is like the move for the Falcons?
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the team? I
Well,
feel like the
we'll
move for
improve
the
that
Falcons,
too.
I
I
feel like
mean,
the move for
we're
the Falcons would be to trade the one pick and get a bunch more picks. If they tank, you get the number one pick, you trade that pick and get like a
no.
haul. And
You
then
get
can fix
when you got
the
a Trevor
defense.
Lawrence on the board, you get Trevor Lawrence.
So you can have Trevor Lawrence and still a trash defense, and then do what?
I'm okay with that because
Trash
we're
defense, no,
building. We'll have a new head
Building
coach
for
in.
what?
We got to build. We can't just pick up and run. We're gonna have to do a little rebuilding.
Dimitrov make the picks.
We're also pretty old too,
Are you
so
gonna let Dimitrov make the picks? He's not gonna help.
yeah, we can fire Dimitrov too. We can get him out of there too.
Yeah,
Because I know he'll
don't-
spend that number one pick on a wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't think I'm good with your tanking strategy
Mm-hmm.
because I mean the season's over anyway. I mean 0-5. You know, there's no point trying to have a rally the troops thing.
Yeah.
Except for the fact you're a quarterback and your best wide receiver are kind of old and you'd like to see them go out happily instead of depressingly. But I don't think Trevor's the move for the Falcons. I don't. But
We're all entitled to our own opinions.
but anyway, Dan Quinn's out. Dan Quinn is probably gonna be fired today or tomorrow. It's reported by the Athletic.
yeah.
So that's over
So
with.
not the expert, Arthur Blank. Hang on to those L's. Now it's 7:14.
Mm-hmm.
16 minutes away from Heat Lakers. I
That's
kind of
it.
botched this because I was supposed to intro with Heat Lakers talk, but I went to college football talk.
Yeah, I saw on the side scroll. So okay, I guess what we're doing.
Yeah.
I just robbed it, bro.
So now this is
You
when we're
already know.
supposed to talk
It started
college
off
football.
with last week's slideshow.
Oh, it did? Okay, so I knew I wasn't that crazy. I was like, hey.
I tried to fix it, but it was too late.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
fine.
Well,
We
look
let
at
it
that. I experted my way through that.
We're professionals, bro.
So if you want to hear our after game reactions of the last crazy
Game
game,
five,
game 5, yeah, you can go
One
check
of the best
that out.
games in NBA history. One of the
Yes.
best finals games like ever.
Yes.
Straight up.
Do you have you still got Lakers at 6?
Yeah, I had Lakers in 6, so my pick is actually still in play if they go and close out the night.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had a hedge that said, "Don't be surprised if the Heat win."
Mm-hmm.
But because I've been on such a nice streak with my picks, I will not be claiming the Heat thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will not claim it as my main pick because my main pick was Lakers in 6. So I will respect the picking overlords and just go with my main pick, which was Lakers in 6.
Yeah, I realized I made the mistake too. I claimed on that pod that I had Heat in 7. I had Heat in 6, right?
Oh,
yeah,
did
it was
you?
Heat in 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll be kind of right if I got Heat, but yeah, it's not going to happen in 6.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to pull this off tonight.
It'd be a lot. Like, Jimmy played 47 minutes last game,
Yeah.
and I just don't know. I don't know if he can give you. I don't know if he can give you that much again, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, the Lakers announced some lineup changes. Dwight Howard is not starting. Caruso is starting in place of Dwight Howard. I personally thought they should have maybe gone Kuzma instead of Caruso, but I think Kuzma gets more burn. Like, I think
Kuzma.
I think Kuzma has potential to be like. I think he's good enough to where he's gonna make the shots that those other dudes don't want to make. He got that I don't know enough to not. He got that I don't know enough to be scared type energy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't think he misses that shot if he's open.
I'm not a fan
personally.
of Kuzma.
I don't like him that much, like personally, but I think he's a decent basketball player. He's done very well in the bubble in the playoffs. Like he's stepped up defensively, offensively. I think he needs to get some more touches.
Yeah.
The Rondo thing, him and Rondo, when Rondo comes back, his game always goes down. Kuzma's game always goes down, and Rondo wasn't great the other night either. But they got to get somebody. Somebody got to be third option, man. They got to do it. They just got to make it happen. If they don't have a reliable third,
Well, you know who's
Just a
been the
third
reliable
scorer.
third.
KCP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
Greenville.
surprising. And all right, so it's been a while since I've actually genuinely gotten mad. And okay, so this was weird. I think it was just a long night for me Friday night. I'd worked like 10 hours that day, whatever.
Had a long day.
Yeah, long day. And I'm watching the game, or I'm trying to watch the game, but ESPN's glitching out on me on the way home. Got my phone set up.
Oh, the app.
Yeah. And
The
so
app hurts you sometimes, bro.
KCP goes off again. Or
Yeah,
like, he
16,
hits like
yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
and I got so mad. Like I started screaming at my phone and I punched like somewhere in my car because I was like, I just thought it was, I don't know why. I think it was just I just had like frustration in me like throughout the day or whatever.
Long
But
day.
nothing got me more
Somebody
mad
bought
though
3
for
West
some
Tears bars?
reason is that just turning on that game and I'm cheering for the Heat. So I'm really invested in this series
right.
and it just made me mad because I know where'd this come from for KCP? Because like out of all those guys who are the role players, KCP has been more the butt of the jokes on this Lakers team. And KCP decides he wants to come out here and drain threes on everybody consistently, whether he's open or not. And so it just made me so mad because I just feel like that always happens to the teams I'm cheering for. It always happens to them where you get these crazy performances out of the people you don't expect, and it costs you victories. But it didn't cost us a victory that time. But yeah, I raged on that. First time in a long time. It felt good to rage for sports. I like raging for sports.
KCP shot 38% this year from 3. He was kind of consistent.
Yeah, but for some reason, he's still the butt of people's jokes.
Yeah. Probably same people who criticize LeBron for passing the ball when he's had 4 people on him. Probably them.
LeBron? You got, you want to NFL talk? Well, wait. Oh, this game?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to? Yeah.
I think the Lakers, for them to win, they need to start playing better defense. Like the defense is what got them here. This whole we're trying to be this offensive thing that's really cool. That's not what got them here. What got them here was playing crazy defense on Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. What got them here was playing crazy defense on James Harden and Russell Westbrook. What got them here was playing crazy defense on Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. They haven't been that defensive force that they're supposed to be and that they need to be relying on. I think this game they need to be focused on defense. This game needs to be kind of ugly, one of those low scoring kind of battles, like the other, like game 4 when it was 60 something to 70 mid third quarter or something like that. It needs to be one of those type games for them to win it. The AD's injury is crucial. I don't know how healthy he's going to be, how he's going to look tonight, because he was limited with that heel, and it wasn't a lot of time to rest on that. So I don't know how he's going to look. But I think this game, man, has potential to be like compelling but ugly, like an ugly, compelling basketball game.
It's going to be super ugly.
Yeah, because,
I think it's going to be low. It's not as many points are going to be scored as the last game.
I just think those guys got to be gassed, right? Especially LeBron's got to be. LeBron played that game. LeBron played the I am ready to leave the bubble game. Mm-hmm. That was game 6. That was game 5. It's like, I want to go home. Help me. Butler played 47 minutes. So, like, I just want to be here some more. And then he was held up like, whew, that was a long time.
You know, that whole game, I was ready for the post-game press conference, the LeBron post-game, and this is them winning it, right? I was ready for, LeBron said, oh, yeah, I've had my bags packed for 2 days now. I knew we were leaving tonight. I told the team, I said, y'all better pack y'all's bags. He was like, we leaving. I was ready for that. Because that's the way he was playing. Like, that's how it was unfolding.
Yeah.
And LeBron was doing the LeBron thing. So I was ready for the LeBron thing in the press conference. He's like, yeah, I told those guys they better have them bags packed. I actually did room checks, a few hours before the game. I made sure.
Why does everything you say about LeBron have so much shade attached to it? I just don't understand why this is what you do with him every single time. I just don't get it.
It's just an observation.
It's not. You just throw shade at him. You got Lane Kiffin shade energy for LeBron.
Call me Tree Rollins because I provide the shade.
You're the worst.
I got. My prediction. We're gonna get the Tyler Hero night tonight because Tyler Hero has been cheeks.
They've been shutting him down.
Yeah,
they ain't letting him get off.
That's pretty painful to have your cheeks shut down.
Okay, let's go on. Let's go somewhere else with this. The game starts in 9 minutes. Let's keep moving.
Bro, I've really been cracking myself up throughout this whole show. Like
NFL talk. Let's update. I don't have any updates on the Dak injury yet. I know he did get carted off the field though, which is never a good sign. One thing, Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm gonna say Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Garoppolo was replaced by C.J. Beathard today. And Kyle Shanahan said it was to protect Jimmy. And I think what Kyle Shanahan meant was it's protect him from me because if he throws another interception, I'm going to choke him. So I think that's what Kyle Shanahan really meant there from reading between the lines. And the 49ers were beaten by the Dolphins 43-17. Yes. Lost to Ryan Fitzpatrick. 43-17.
Fitzmagic.
Whew, that's
Put some
ugly.
Respect on that name.
The Giants have a 3-point lead on the Andy Dalton-led Cowboys. With 5 minutes left, Dallas has the ball. Let's see what Andy Dalton does with that. The Browns are beating the Colts with 2 minutes left. It is a Levi. Can you guess what kind of possession game Phillip Rivers is in right now? Can you guess?
Is it down by 4 or 7?
It is 6.
Oh,
actually.
oh.
6 point
That was my
game.
second. That
2
was
minutes and
my
30.
third guess.
Yeah, 6-point games. 2:30 left. Cleveland has the ball. So we all know how the story ends. I'm starting to believe this is a Phillip Rivers problem at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like when he was with the Chiefs, it was like, dang, he's always down 4 points in the fourth quarter, and now it's like, wow, you're somewhere else and the same thing's happening to you.
Yeah, I was really high on the Chiefs this offseason. I was like, yeah, bringing Phillip Rivers in and all these other additions, they're fine. They're gonna push for the division this year. And,
this Phillip Rivers thing, man, this is his thing. So yeah, those updates. The Jets in the battle for winless, in the battle for maintaining the tank. The Jets have lost again. Are the Jets going to maintain the tank better than the Falcons?
Yeah.
If they keep Adam Gase, right?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to keep Adam Gase, and we're going to fire Dan Quinn.
I can't imagine having 16 games to Adam Gase.
Yeah, me either.
It's a disaster. The Texans won their Texans got their we fired our head coach, yay, victory. That's what I call it. We fired a head coach, yay, victory. That's what they got today. They beat the Jaguars 30-14. The Ravens beat the Bengals 27-3. The Rams beat the Washington football team 30-10. The Eagles lost to the Steelers. Can I comment on the Eagles game right fast?
Yeah.
I wasn't too upset about losing to the Steelers because I think the Steelers are legitimately a good team. They were a tough matchup. I do want to say the officiating on those pass interference calls was terrible on both sides. They would just call them the most ticky-tack pass interferences. Like, it was like, how sometimes they let a little hand fighting go? They're like, nah, if you touch him, it's a flag, bro.
Ooh.
You touch him, flag. I think there were 5, 6 pass interference calls in the game. 5 or 6. All right. That's one thing. Secondly, hey, Jim Schwartz. When there's 3 minutes left in the game, right? And Chase Claypool, incredible rookie for the Steelers. A rookie wide receiver that catches passes. I don't know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
When he's going off for about, I think he had about 100-something yards, 3 touchdowns, something like that. What you don't want to do, Levi, this is just me. I'm not an expert, not an NFL coach. But what I wouldn't do is I would never put my worst linebacker on the field in single-man coverage against the other team's hottest receiver for the day. I wouldn't do that. You know who would do that? Jim Schwartz would do that, Levi, in a 2-point game, in a winnable situation. And you know what happened? They said hike. Nathan Gary stood there for another second, and by the time he realized what was happening, Claypool was gone. It was like, oh, they hiked it. He's like, I'm gonna wait for him. Oh, he's past me. I don't know what to do now. So that's what Jim Schwartz did today. So thank you, Jim Schwartz, for always being your terrible self and being carried by just having a monster defensive line that saves you from being terrible. Now I will say, my boy Travis Fulgham, fresh off the practice squad for the second week in a row. You know how many yards he had today?
How many?
10 catches, 152 yards.
Oh,
I love that kid.
wow.
I love that kid. So that means this is another practice squad player doing better than the receiver that we drafted. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside had a catch today, Levi.
Oh.
1 catch, 37 yards, and guess what? Guess what that catch was for?
Touchdown?
The end of the half. No, it was the end of the half. He caught the ball with 4 seconds left. We didn't have any more timeouts, right? It was a nice catch. I'm gonna give him that. He caught 4 seconds left, and guess what he did? Well, like I said, it's 4 seconds left, and they have no timeouts, so you kind of want to fake rush up there, like you can spike it. Maybe you get a chance. You know what he got up and did?
What's that?
First down.
Oh.
That's what he got, and then he realized, oh snap! Everybody's trying to hustle. Let's go do this. I know he don't catch so many passes, so he probably didn't understand how football works. He's not really, he doesn't understand the game of it. He's just not good. He probably still thought it was college where you get a first down and then the clock stops. But he's just, even when he's useful, he's useless. How are you useful and useless at the same time?
Bro, when you finally get that one opportunity though, and you capitalize on it, the few seconds after that is it's a little holy crap. I did it. That's right. I did it. And I'm gonna let people know I did it too.
And another thing, John Hightower's hands stopped working in the end zone. Like, I don't know what happened. The ball was thrown in the end zone.
I love how all these players you name sound foreign to me.
He did, because we have a bunch of practice squads.
Yeah.
He did this, and the ball landed somewhere, and it wasn't in his hands. I'm like, what happened? Where'd the ball go? And they didn't show a good angle on it. They showed like one angle on it and just left the play. Like, no, you need to play that back, because I feel like I need to slander him some more, because I feel like he dropped the pass. I feel like he just missed the ball. So thank you for nothing, John Hightower. Zach Ertz, I was saying you need to get a contract because I love you. You had the game-winning touchdown play in the Super Bowl. You had the first down that kept that drive alive on 4th down in the Super Bowl. And you out here just, I don't know what's up with you, bro. I need you to get it together, though, because I'm over it. I am over it. I wasn't mad about the loss, though. It's okay to lose to the Steelers. Just things that need to be addressed.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was I thought that'd be more of a moral victory.
Nah. It was like it was cool in spots. Like we scored 29 points, which was nice. The offense looked decent at times, but I just need people to be better. Zach Ertz, like I don't know, him and Carson don't have any chemistry this year. I don't know how that happened, but like he just stops running routes sometimes, and then Carson throws the ball, and then Zach is just not there. He's like, "Oh, what happened? Pay attention, bro. Pay attention." Okay, I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Done.
Game starts in 2 minutes. NBA Finals, or probably about 5 minutes because it's ESPN time.
Yeah.
You can all go listen to.
Before we wrap this up.
Oh, the Bengals held Lamar Jackson to 3 rushing yards, so that's a moral victory for them.
Oh, nice.
Go Bengals. Thank you, Sean, for that. Yeah.
Titus is on a hot streak. I think you're 5-0 in the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
Something like that.
Correct.
Yeah, and I didn't do the numbers this week, but I'll have them for you next week.
Talk to me.
But we're beating the experts.
We are smoking them. Get
Titus
them
is
outta
beating
here.
the experts,
We get them
and
outta
I'm just there not screwing things up. Let's
You doing
see.
that
Oh,
good.
and you're the only one to go 3-0 last week.
Woo!
Every single one of the experts had San Francisco.
I did it again.
Yep.
Did it on Monday night. Now we did it on last Sunday.
So who you got for Chargers Saints?
Chargers Saints. I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Saints.
Saints.
I'm gonna go Saints because like I think they'll be able to confuse Herbert enough
Mhm.
as a young quarterback. And this might be one of those like rallying games where it's like, yeah, we don't need you, Michael Thomas. Yay. Might be one of those type things. That's my new thing I'm gonna do. But yeah, I think this might be one of those we don't need you, Michael Thomas games where they rally together and then beat the Chargers.
I think I'm gonna go Saints too, just because. Would this be their 3rd game in a row they've lost or something like
They're
that?
2-2. So I think they won last week, right? I think they were 1-2.
They might have won last.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
won
that's
2.
right.
Yeah.
Or did they lose last week?
I'm gonna look at them real quick.
I can't remember. But
They
that was one of the primetime games.
they
I
won
think.
last week. They beat the Lions last week.
Oh
The
yeah,
Packers was
that's
the week
right.
before that. That's what you're thinking.
That's
about.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, man. New
It's
Orleans
difficult, right?
confuses me.
They're
They
such-
really
they're
confuse
such a weird
me.
team.
They're gonna. I'm gonna go New Orleans. They're gonna
Yeah.
eventually click, and they're at the
They-
Superdome Monday
yeah.
night. This is where they thrive.
They're notoriously like slow starters in the season, right? It's like the first few weeks.
Yeah,
like, oh, what's wrong
they
with the
always
Saints?
are.
Yeah, so it's like what's
Yeah.
wrong with the Saints, and then they end up in 14 and something in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's a Sean Payton strategy.
It might be. Yeah.
Minnesota,
Belichick
Seattle
can do something
tonight.
Similar.
Oh yeah.
Minnesota, Seattle. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Seattle. I think. Seattle's defense isn't great overall, but the Vikings' offense is so bad. I feel like they'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, how crazy would that be if Kirk Cousins carved up that defense?
How crazy would it be if Kirk Cousins broke my streak?
So,
Hot.
Titans or the Bills?
Oh, yeah,
Who's going to
that's
circle
Tuesday
these
night, right?
wagons?
Uh,
Tuesday night.
Gosh, I don't even know. I don't know what to do with that because I feel like both these teams mentally are just probably unfocused. It's been a weird week for them
Mm-hmm.
because the Bills had a lot of ifs and buts, and the Titans kind of did too. I think another staff for the Titans tested positive like this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's been a
if
while
they're-
since they've played football.
It has, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they've been able to really focus on playing football because I don't know how long the facility's been open. They keep having positive tests, so I might lean Bills in that just because they've been a little more. They've had a little more certainty, I
Yeah.
guess, than the
Yeah.
Titans have. So I might go Bills for that.
Yeah.
Are you watching that game on Tuesday night? Because I'm absolutely not.
Yeah, I may.
This
I got
series,
nothing better to do.
this series could end, and I'm not watching a Bills game. Like the NBA Finals could
Actually,
end,
no,
I'm
I am
Bills
watching
game.
this because I'm here for I got to see if Josh Allen is going to keep it up or not.
Oh, yeah. The Bills are good. I keep forgetting that the Bills are like a decent. team
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
be watched
you're
now.
set. See, this isn't a
can't, like-
Tuesday night from 2-3 years ago. This is a 2020 Buffalo Bills and a 2020
I'm
Tennessee
sorry.
Titans.
I haven't wrapped my head around the fact that the Bills are supposed to be watched now. It's
Yeah.
very confusing.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
Like,
think I'm a
these
yeah.
2020 Bills make humans circle their wagons. And because nobody makes humans circle their wagons like the Buffalo Bills, I'm picking the Bills over the
But
Titans.
can you make a god circle a wagon? Because the Titan is technically like under the gods, right? In mythology. So can you make a Titan circle a wagon? The Titan will tell Zeus throw a lightning bolt at that wagon pops.
Yeah. I feel like it has no need for a wagon.
It doesn't,
A
'cause they can-
Titan
they can
does.
fly.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Titans can do whatever they kind of want to do.
Um,
But yeah, so
well,
I'm gonna go Bills. You going Bills? You going Titans?
I'm going Bills.
Okay, so we on both.
We went same on all these.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Teamwork made the dream work, baby.
Yeah.
I think are we the same on the finals game, or do you have Heat? Did you go with the Heat?
Yeah, I got Heat. I'm sticking with Heat.
I'm gonna stick with my Lakers in 6 pick. I'm gonna stick with that. Although I do have a lot of questions about this game specifically, but I'm gonna go Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Although blowing there hasn't been a 3-1 lead blown in this series yet. Hasn't been one.
Oh yeah.
But there wasn't one in the West Conference Finals in the conference finals either. Because I thought the Nuggets passed the 3-1 gene onto the Celtics and they lost in 6. So I don't know. We'll find out. Y'all go watch the game. Enjoy yourselves. Hey, Mark Jackson. Next time you want to talk about Bam Adebayo not being able to finish at the rim, please remember he has a strained neck and shoulder. So it's probably difficult for him to finish at the rim. It's probably a little difficult to do that when you raising your shoulder hurts.
So, that was his big takeaway from that game while he's watching.
Yeah,
he kept
damn. I'm like, what do you want him to do?
Reassuring everybody, like, yeah, this guy cannot finish around the rim.
Yeah,
what is wrong with him?
There was one part he was like, if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm pulling Bam aside, like, you got to be stronger.
Yeah.
You just got to go up stronger. He's just not finishing well at the rim. I know he's hurt. Like, he has a strained neck and a bad shoulder. How can he can barely lift it up.
I thought when you said, I thought Mark Jackson would say, I know he's young. I know it's just his second year, but he's still got to do it. It's the playoffs, but totally ignoring the fact he had the injury.
He did drop his favorite thing to do. He's like, I think he said Jimmy Butler while he was obviously like, he's telling his body not now.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing, Mark. That's not how it works. You don't tell your body not now. I remember when you remember the first time he broke that out? You remember when he did it?
Wait, when was that?
It was in the the Heat Spurs finals when LeBron caught them cramps.
Oh yeah, not now.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta tell your body not now. I'm gonna tell my body not to cramp.
Yeah.
Tired of All right. That's all I got.
Tell Dak Prescott, tell that ankle, not now.
Right,
you better
exactly.
snap that thing back into place.
Not now. Yeah, this time I get him to tell my body not now. That's what I'm gonna do.
It'll fall back in line. It'll listen to you.
Tell your body not now, according to Mark Jackson. That's gonna get everything. Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all. We will see y'all next week.
Hot takes in your face.
In your face. All in your face. But yeah, go watch The Haunting of Bly Manor. Rewatch Haunting of Hill House if you want. You know what I'm saying? Everything is perfectly splendid. Have a good evening. We're out. Thank you, Butler Productions Multimedia. Appreciate you. Now we're out.
Super hot fire.